guys, this is Mike and today we are going to understand some important points about the Quit India movement and how it started and what the background of starting this Quit India movement, and along with this the concept of Cripps mission. Before we indulging in the topic of Quit India movement, we are starting with the topic of Cripps mission. In this Cripps mission, um, actually, there was a period of 1942. At the time, uh, at the time when all of the August offers and many of other offers proposed by the British government to a Congress, that was suspended by them or rejected by them. So the British government is trying to make some provisions or make some kind of rules for the Indian subcontinent to making assure that we are going to be free after the war of 18 after the World War II. In the Scripps plan, there was some initiatives or such provisions, and where the British are trying to prove that they are going to free us as we are Indian. So they are going to free us when they are taking a victory in the World War II, or a victory of Allied power. So there was a two provisions. There are more main provisions in this Cripps mission plan. The one is that the Britishers are ensure that they are going to give us a dominion status along with the Commonwealth if we are wanted to take a part of it, or going to make a free autonomy for our state, so we can make it. But it can be it would be given after when they got the Britishers got or allied powers got victory in the war, in the battle, or in the war of in the Second World War. But it is the first point, and the second point is they are just trying to just again trying to divide and rule policy, again trying to start it their divide and rule policy. In this policy, which means that previously, I can also said you that previously a Muslim League decided to make their own nation with the make their own nation in 23rd. I just forget about that. But at the time, that Muslim League wanted to a separate nation or a separate electorate before this, and further they wanted to make their separate nation. And at the time, Cripps mission, at this point of time, Muslim Leagues wanted a separate electorate from the Britishers, that they are confirmed that Muslim League have their own separate election, or in a separate election in their separate provinces. This was in Cripps mission. It was actually written down that opt out, that a separate electorate was given to Muslim League. This was a Cripps mission. It was important for this perspective, but it was rejected by Congress. So it denied to follow. After that, after the Cripps mission, after the failure of Cripps mission, and after the failure of Cripps mission, and the fear of invading of Japanese to invade India for making them a ally. So it was a fear for starting a Quit India movement or such a kind of a movement in that time, at that period of time. Gandhiji also said that if we are unable to take Britishers as they are going to free us, so we can invite as they are free to India, as they are free to India. Maybe just I take some time to make a sentence for this. if we are unable to take Britishers to get free India, so it may be lead to the result of invitation of Japanese to invade in India. At the time, Gandhiji said that, but Gandhiji also said that if Britishers are not going to free them to self-government, free India, or disagree to free India, that Gandhiji is starting a civil disobedient movement. Before starting civil disobedient movement, Gandhiji was proposed a movement on 7th July 1942. At the period of 7th July 1942, this in the Congress session, which was called a Quiet India Resolution, which was adopted by Congress, and later on it was this revolution was declared by 7th of I just forget about that. The 14th July 1942, at that time when a Congress session was held in Wardha, and then they adopted a Quiet India Resolution, and then 7th of July 1942, it is a period when Congress are okay with it to starting a Quiet India movement. The midnight of 8th August 1942, it is a period when Congress started its Quit India movement in India. It is also known as a Wardha Resolution. And before starting Quit India movement, in 8th August 1942, AICCI, All India Congress Committee, ratified the Quit India Resolution, which was also known as Wardha Resolution. It sanctioned non-violent mass struggle for freedom under the leadership of Gandhi. This historical August meeting was held in the Gwalior Park Maidan, which is renamed after the August Maidan, and the iconic Quiet India slogan was coined by Yusuf Meherabadi. It was a period when Gandhiji Gandhi made a speech just after the passage of Gandhiji made a speech just after the passage of resolution, and where he used the phrases called "do and die."